SIFT Practice Test 2026 Selection Instrument Flight Training Exam Questions Prep. Question 1. What is the primary function of the cyclic control in a helicopter? Controls engine RPM. Controls the pitch of the rotor blades individually. Changes the pitch of all blades simultaneously. Controls the tail rotor. The cyclic controls the direction of flight by tilting the rotor disc. Question 2. Which principle explains how lift is generated over a wing due to pressure differences? Newton's third law, Bernoulli's principle, Pascal's law, Ohm's law. Bernoulli's principle states faster-moving air creates lower pressure. Question 3. What is spatial apperception in the SIFT? Ability to read maps, determining aircraft orientation from cockpit views, identifying hidden figures, mental math skills. It tests the ability to visualize an aircraft's position in 3D space. Question 4. In the simple drawings section, what is the goal? Draw a helicopter, find the odd one out quickly, solve math problems, label aircraft parts. Simple drawings is a speed test to find the outlier. Question 5. What does the collective control do in a helicopter? Moves the helicopter sideways, changes the pitch of all main rotor blades at once, controls the radio, acts as a brake. The collective controls vertical movement, climb/descend. Question 6. Which of the following describes yaw? Rotation about the longitudinal axis, rotation about the vertical axis, rotation about the lateral axis, movement forward and back. Yaw is controlled by the pedals and rotates the nose left/right. Question 7. What is the purpose of the hidden figures section? Find geometric shapes in complex patterns, solve puzzles, identify camouflaged soldiers, memorize tail numbers. It tests visual perception and pattern recognition. Question 8. Which part of the aircraft provides roll control? Elevators, rudder, ailerons, flaps. Ailerons control the aircraft's roll. Question 9. What is the minimum passing score for the SIFT? 30, 40, 50, 60. 40 is the minimum passing score. Question 10. How many times can you take the SIFT exam in your lifetime? Once, twice, 3 times, unlimited. You are allowed a maximum of 2 attempts. Question 11. In mechanical comprehension, a fulcrum is associated with pulleys, levers, gears, engines. A fulcrum is the pivot point of a lever. Question 12. What is the effect of ground effect on a helicopter? Makes it harder to hover, provides extra lift near the ground, causes the engine to overheat, only happens at high altitudes. Ground effect increases lift efficiency within 1 rotor diameter of the surface. Question 13. Which force opposes thrust in flight? Lift, gravity, drag, weight. Drag is the aerodynamic force that opposes thrust. Question 14. The Army Aviation Information section covers World War II history, types of Army aircraft and flight principles, infantry tactics, rank structure. It tests aviation knowledge specific to Army systems. Question 15. A helicopter's tail rotor is primarily used to provide forward thrust, counteract torque from the main rotor, lift the tail, store fuel. Without it, the fuselage would spin opposite the main rotor. Question 16. Which SIFT section is computer adaptive? Simple drawings, math and mechanical comprehension, reading comprehension, hidden figures. The math and mechanical sections adapt difficulty based on answers. Question 17. What is the term for the angle between the chord line and the relative wind? Angle of incidence, angle of attack, bank angle, dihedral. Angle of attack, AOA, is critical for lift. Question 18. Newton's third law states, force equals mass * acceleration. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Energy cannot be destroyed. Gravity is constant. This applies to how rotors push air down to move the helicopter up. Question 19. What happens to air pressure as altitude increases? It increases. It decreases. It stays the same. It fluctuates randomly. Atmospheric pressure drops as you go higher. Question 20. Which instrument shows the aircraft's heading? Altimeter, vertical speed indicator, magnetic compass, tachometer. The compass or heading indicator shows direction.